What's up? It's Kevin with Flatline Van Co. I'm going to show you guys how to install the rear door platform system. It goes on the passenger side of the van. We do have one coming that's on the driver's side, but we'll get to that in the future. But this one goes on the passenger side, bolts up to the hinges. You do need the 180-degree hinges. We have those on the site if your van didn't come with them stock, but double check that page out to know how to tell if you have those or not. There's a couple holes in them. That'll help you, but you do for sure need those 180-degree hinges, and then everything else is ready to go in the kit. This is super easy. You will need a second set of hands to help you out, but first thing is grab your template that came in with your setup. So throw your template up. You want to make sure that it's tight up against this vertical seam and that it is lined up with this bottom of your window if you have glass. If not, then you throw a little dot right in the hole. Grab your drill. Drill a pilot hole is probably smart, but if not, go for it. The actual drill bit you want to have is a 25/64 clearance for a 3/8 bolt. Go slow, not like that. Then once you get that hole drilled, pop open, you can see on the inside, a little light right there, where that bracket inside of your door lands. The reason we chose that location is there's a lot of strength inside of your door right there. Where your panel mounts and lands has a lot of reinforcement inside of the door, so when you're closing, opening it over and over again with that weight, it's really strong. We wanted to make sure this thing was bolted up really secure. So where you land on the inside is a little tight to get to, you'll see in a second, but there's a reason for that. So once you get that on there, Stu's gonna give me a hand. You're gonna get the your buddy to hold up the panel for you. There are a couple of plates. These guys, you'll see, this one goes on the bottom and this beveled edge right here goes down. The other one, this is the kind of figure 8 looking guy, goes on the top side. There's only one direction these really can go to lay in there flush, but that kind of just helps you see. Then you got a bolt, 3/8/16 bolt, and then a washer and a nut. The washer and the nut go on the outside, the bolt comes through from the inside. But what we'll do is we'll take this guy, I'm gonna hand Stu a couple of washers and a bolt and nuts, and then he's gonna hold that guy up. So you push the bolts through with the bracket from this side and kind of get your hand around to help support it. And just have your buddy throw a couple of the nuts on there loosely just to hold it from falling. You'll get all 4 in place loosely, and then we'll get the carriage bolt that goes on this side. 2 more washers and bolts for the outside, your plate. Cool. Then for the hole that you drilled on that side, you'll have a carriage bolt. The carriage bolt comes from the outside and then gets a washer and a nut on the inside. This one is like weirdly tricky to get your hand up into because it's a bunch of sheet metal. So the thing to do is have a shallow 9/16 socket on an extension. Then you can take that, you can get the washer in there, and then that socket can hold the nut, and it's a lot easier to just get started. You will need to switch to a deep well socket to get actually in there to tighten it. On this one, you don't want to over tighten it. There's no need to reef this thing down. Just get it nice and snug, and that will do its job. It has a foam gasket back behind the foot, so there's a lot of compression in there, and there's a lot of protection from your paint. So just wrist tight on that one. And swap, yeah. Goes on the outside. Something to do is get everything snugged up, and then close your door and see how the fitment is. So cool. That is it. So you want to keep it snug, take a step back, make sure it looks level. I probably would adjust that back a little bit, but just to show you guys, check it out here on the hinges. See how the tab here will hit the bump stop. It just bolts over on those 180s. And see, as it opens up, those will hit and it will keep your door from opening too wide and crashing into the paint. There's plenty of room on the backside here to get your hand through. It is made out of 1 3/4" aluminum tubing and then 3/16 aluminum plate with a custom pattern, laser cut into it, slots and holes with different spacing, kind of helps accommodate whatever you have. We have attachments that go onto this system to make bike racks, roto packs, max tracks, whatever gear, shovels, axes, steps up the side. You can put tube clamps on the outside. There's these cutaways here, so you could put some tube clamps on the outside if you wanted to. We try to make it as versatile as possible for you guys. So yeah, that's it. If you got questions, hit us up. Customer service would love to help you guys out. We'd love to answer any questions, any concerns you have. Just let us know. Thanks.